So I acquired a copy of Minecraft from the PS4. Don't ask how I got this. This is a decrypted copy of Minecraft PS4. And I noticed a few things immediately. So for one, there was actually two executable files. There's eboot.elf, which is what runs as soon as you start the game. Every PlayStation game will start with eboot.bin or eboot.elf or eboot.pdp depending on the console. And then there's also Minecraft.client.elf. And this is interesting because, well, why is there a second executable here? I figured this is most likely the executable for Legacy console, and what will happen is eboot.elf will, once you click additions, it will then launch this elf, which is a feature you can do. And in order to verify this, I actually opened up a hex editor, and I simply just searched for the word Minecraft PE within eboot.elf, because I know Bedrock is internally just Minecraft PE. So, if I search Minecraft PE in here, we find it pretty quickly. Com, Mojang, Minecraft PE, find links to the App Store, bunch of stuff, right? But, if we look inside Minecraft Client, look for Minecraft PE, there are no results. So that made me seriously suspect this, but they had a very good idea. You see, I downloaded Minecraft PS Vita Edition, and I used to compare the files to the PS Vita Edition to the PS4 edition. And I immediately noticed some similarities. For instance, the Obvious folder here and PSP2 folder on the Vita version. And also the sound and common folders are also shared. But the data folder is most likely for Bedrock. Now, if you know anything about Bedrock, you go into its main data files, and then into resource packs, and then into vanilla, and then UI, you will actually find a JSON for every single menu in the game defining how it looks and what conditions everything shows up with. So my first thing was to find the main menu, and it took me a bit to find it, but it's actually just called startscreen.json. So if we have a look, here it is, and we edit this in Notepad, we'll see that there's a bunch of stuff in there, but if we Control F and we just type in additions, we'll notice here, additions button at start main button, the launch additions button, and it has the launch additions button, button text, launch addition, then your additions. And here, this is the important part, the button is ignored if it's a trial version or it's not supports the launching Legacy version. I happened to discover an exploit a while ago to install custom resource packs on PS4, so my first thought was just to make a resource pack to force the not to show up no matter what. I'm pretty honest, after trying the pack, this button does in fact show up. However, it does absolutely nothing when you click on it. So that doesn't work. So it seems the additions button itself checks for the supports the launching Legacy version variable. So my next goal was to figure out what exactly says this. So I opened Minecraft PS4 on Ghidra. And let me tell you, this took a long ass time to analyze this binary. But once I finally did, after like 3 days straight of leaving my computer running, I was able to suddenly search it for strings and anything else I wanted to. It takes quite a while to search for strings in the binary, but hopefully you should be able to get them all eventually. Once the list of strings was loaded, I tried searching immediately for that variable supports the launching Legacy version, and see what I can find. And there was only one single result for it, and it's right here. So as you can see, there was a bunch of variables checked here, but this one's referenced by this function 0938 whatever. So let's have a look at this. Okay, so on the left we have a decompilation into C code. And Minecraft is written in C++, so it doesn't decompile perfectly, but let's get an idea. And I noticed there's like a bunch of these variables here, and then some function being called. And it's always the same function on all of these. Let's maybe rename this to do something with variables. Anyway, I had a look around here, and there's a bunch of stuff in here, like the play button visible, the courses button, some stuff relating to Education Edition, and of course supports launching Legacy versions. But these variables don't make much sense, like in XMM5, I know these are like registers relating to like fielding points, but I couldn't work anything out from this. And I thought, it looks like to me like this code was more like initializing the default value of these, not really setting what they're for anyway. So I took another approach. I went back to the string search, and I just started searching for like random things that could be related. And one of them was just simply the word legacy. If this has supports the Origin Legacy version, maybe it's other stuff that has the word legacy in there. This brought up a lot of results, including supports the Origin Legacy version as we saw before. But there's a few things in here that are interesting, like Legacy Worlds, probably related to Legacy Worlds or something. No Legacy Worldgen, Legacy Frozen Ocean, a bunch of like Bedrock, like Legacy namespace IDs, Legacy PA, and a whole bunch of C++ mangled function names. And then I found this, underscore check is Legacy PA. Okay, maybe this is what we want. So let's load this up. Okay, this is a very long function, interesting. Let's just look around this spot. Okay, so check is Legacy PA, and just above it is this pointer to a function. And if we open up this pointer to a function, we'll see over here there's a few other functions, like they're kind of vague. Let's check some of these out. So this one just doesn't seem to do much. I'm not sure what it does. This one also doesn't seem to do much. And this one, okay, that's interesting. So it copies the text bedrock secret 000 into an entitlement label, and then it checks SE app context get add continfo, which from the video I know that this checks if you own a DLC. Okay, so it checks if you own the DLC with the content ID of bedrock secret. So this looks like what you need, right? Like a DLC that gets checked for, and if it's there, then clearly you have additions. But what even is bedrock secret? Well, we go to Serial Station and just put in bedrock secrets. We can see there are actually 3 DLCs with this name, or add-ons as they're called officially. And there's one for the Japanese version, there's one for the US version, and there's one for the European version, right? And the name of the DLC is Minecraft Full Entitlement. Okay, so I guess that's it, right? If you own Minecraft Full Entitlement, you also have additions. Mystery solved, right? Except, there's a small issue with that theory. We go to information on my Minecraft, install add-ons. It'll show us all of the DLC we have. And you'll see in here, Minecraft Full Entitlement is actually here. However, if we start Minecraft, you'll notice a distinct lack of an additions button. Yeah, so, this doesn't actually how it works, and this makes a bit of sense, because 1.0 discs were already shipped out to customers, so they cannot be updated, right? Discs are read-only. The only way you can update them is via the patch system, but that only gets you to title updates, not add-ons. And both the new version and the old version have the same title ID, so they must have the same updates too. So you can't retroactively grant add-ons to the old disc. So maybe Sony just granted the old users the Bedrock Secret Entitlement on PSN side when Better Together came out. Well, no actually, because disc versions of the game already existed and work regardless of what PSN does. And what if the disc was lent around to a bunch of people? No one knows, there's no way to know for sure who actually owns the disc on the server side. And the disc has the same title ID as the digital version anyway, so how would the server tell them apart? This doesn't seem really possible either. So here's what they actually did. The Bedrock Secret DLC is responsible for the additions button, but not in the way you think. Actually backwards. Owning the Bedrock Secret DLC means you cannot access it, while not owning the Bedrock Secret DLC means you can access additions. This seems a bit backwards, but basically it's the only DLC to ever to remove features. So yeah, check is Legacy PA, checks if you own Bedrock Secrets. If you do, you're not the Legacy PA. If you don't, you are the Legacy PA. And then new discs can simply ship with Bedrock Secret included in their lists, which I can verify. I can throw a screenshot right now. And on PSN, they just changed the Game Fear bundle, and the bundle includes Bedrock Secret. This also explains why deactivating your console and making a new user actually makes it work all of a sudden, because the new user does not have access to Bedrock Secret DLC anymore on your main account. I want to note that I also got a friend of mine who has a jailbroken PS4 to install a fake package I created that has the same content ID as Bedrock Secret. And as soon as I installed it, yeah, the additions button disappeared. However, this friend of mine wasn't actually able to record this, so I guess just trust me, bro. So if you own Minecraft Full Entitlement or Bedrock Secret on your PS4, then additions will never appear on the account that owns it. And if that account says primary on PS4, it will just never show up at all. No matter how many times you reset your system save, or how long you play the original game, additions won't ever appear as long as you have that add-on. All resetting the save does is make it recheck if you have the DLC. If you had the DLC installed once and then ran the game and then removed the DLC later somehow, we'll get into that later, then yes, deleting the system save would make additions appear. But as long as additions is there, resetting a save isn't going to help you. There is no way to remove an add-on on a PS4, well, at least not this type of add-on. There's like two types of add-ons. Anyway, no way to delete this add-on on the PS4, except deleting your entire user or factory reset. MPDRAM was reworked on PS4, and add-cons you have is just the power of the game license. There is a debug setting to remove add-ons, but it's bugged and still leaves behind the entry in the license with for it, so even if you could access the debug setting, that doesn't help you. The only way we could fix this on a modded PS4 was to manually edit the license file. Dramatic recreation here. So what this means is that if you do have additions currently, do not purchase Minecraft digitally on any user set as primary console, or download Minecraft from a user that owns Minecraft digitally. If you did that, additions will disappear, and yeah. And if you did that and you remove that account from your PS4, then delete the system save file to restore additions. That's these two. So then how do you get the additions button in current year? What are the methods, right? How do you do it reliably and always get it? Well, I can tell you, because you know how it works now. So, it depends kind of. If you've never bought Minecraft digitally and just have the Gator disk revision, then all you need to do is acquire any 1.0 disk and then remove the system save file, and it will show up. But what if you have got Minecraft digitally already? Well, if you don't care about being in the main account or you not being able to play games offline, you can just deactivate all accounts that own it from primary and P1.0 disk on a guest on a user, which is something that's been suggested in a lot of online videos. I don't think they understood why this works, but yeah. But that's already known, and you actually can do something else that I think is a lot better. So, a very minor thing that was kind of overlooked until now is that Minecraft was released in multiple regions. You see, the PS4 console is not region locked, however, regional releases of games still exist, and Minecraft has a different content ID in each region. Meaning DLC for one region of the game, like Minecraft Japanese, will not work in another region. See where I'm going with this? And there are even free versions of the Minecraft Bedrock Secret DLC. Possibly even 4, because Korea exists. I think this site just doesn't know it about it. So, if you could get a copy of a physical 1.0 disc from outside your PSN region, then the game will see you do not own Bedrock Secret 0000 and will enable the additions button. Even if you own Minecraft from a different region digitally and it's activated as primary. Because you own UP443-CUSA74400 Bedrock Secrets, but not JP0127-CUSA00283 Bedrock Secrets. You see, they're totally different things. Like as far as PS4 concerned, those are completely different things. And what's better is, unlike most other PlayStation games, Minecraft is translated to all languages regardless of what region it's from. It just uses your system language. Prove my point? I did. This is a US copy of Minecraft PS4. However, my PSN region is European. And you can tell it's a US copy because it has the ESRB, which is what's used in the US. So let's give this a shot. Take out this disc and put it in the PS4. And so after I put the disc in, you will notice that the PS4 sees these as two completely different games. Not just that, if I check the information on this one, which is my digitally owned version from the EU, right, you'll see it does have Minecraft full entitlements. However, if we check this disk version I just put in, you'll see that there are absolutely no DLC on here at all. So let's give it a try. And there it is, additions. Launch additions. Yep. And it works. Of course, you can always use the DNS trick if you want to play this version without paying any extra, but you can't pay that online. But this you can, so that's cool.